What is the most effective weight loss plan out there? In all clinical studies, they've looked at plans. There is one that beats them all for a specific category. I'm going to reveal that in just a minute. But here's why I want you to be concerned about your weight. Obesity can knock a decade off your life. It's a biggie. If you're overweight, it can knock 2 to 4 years off your life. If you are significantly overweight, it can knock 8 to 10 years off your life. Now, how much is that? That's the same as if you smoked. Now, most of you don't smoke because you know that's bad for you. Being significantly overweight is just as hard on your body, and it can be fixed. You might be thinking, well, maybe I should try those weight loss drugs. And we've been talking about that in the 7 Systems Plan, but here's my thoughts on the weight loss drugs. They almost all get pulled off the market. Nearly all drugs approved for weight loss have been later removed from the market because of safety concerns. There are just very, very few that have not been removed. And you might be thinking, well, Ozempic hasn't been removed and Zepbound hasn't been removed. We know there's some significant side effects that are harmful with those things. And here's why they haven't been removed. Most drugs that are removed don't get removed for 10 years after they start reporting these side effects. So we're 8 years away from some of these things building up enough of momentum that they can be removed from the market. And some of them is 38 years before they really figure out, hey, these things are screwing up your body and you shouldn't be taking them. So that is not the thing I want you to do. Here's what I do want you to do. There are 2 types of diet plans, low energy diets and high energy diets. Now you may think, well, I want the high energy diet, but you don't. Low energy is fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, all the good things. The higher energy is the processed foods that we are all eating way too much of in America. Low energy meals contain large bulk amounts of like fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, dried beans, and a minimum amount of fat. The high energy diets, on the other hand, are processed food, any amount of processed food. Energy consumption on the low energy diet. Here's what they did in this study. They took the people and they divided them into 2 groups. One group gets a low energy diet, the other group gets a high energy diet, and then they said, eat whatever you want. And guess who ate the most? The high energy group ate twice as much, almost 3,000 calories a day. Low energy group, they're eating as much as they want of any of these foods, and they only consumed about 1,570 calories a day. So, of course, they lost more weight. Here's a interventional observation study on obesity and spinal cord injuries. And what did they find? They find that when they put these people on the low energy diets, their blood pressure went down, their weight went down, their cholesterol went down. And do you think it helped their back pain? Absolutely. You got to lose weight if you have any kind of a back or spinal problem. Another study, what they found was that, and this one was putting people on a low energy diet for obesity, ischemic heart disease, and diabetes. And what they found was that at 6 and 12 months, no other diet plan that didn't restrict exercise or make you exercise was more effective for weight loss. So if you just have food, low energy food plans are the best. So the ideal weight plan for weight loss is low energy diets. However, what if you want to take that to the next level and not only have a low energy diet, but also add exercise and also restrict the calories slightly and also eat specific foods from specific food groups and get some lifestyle training along the way, then you would beat the LED program by miles. And that is exactly what we have done with the 7 Systems Plan. Here's Teresa. She lost 80 pounds in 8 months. Now that is phenomenal weight loss. That's 2 or 3 times faster than the weight loss drugs. That is faster than LED diet programs, and guess what? She learned how to fix her hormones. She learned how to control her stress. She learned how to sleep better, and she learned how to keep the weight off while she was doing the 7 Systems Plan. So I want you to pick the ideal plan. Get rid of excess body fat. It is lethal. It's going to shorten your life. I want you to use lots of low energy foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans. And I want you to check out the 7 Systems Plan that is available in provider offices around the United States. And if there's not a provider by you, you can always find it at 7systemsplan.com.